sorry, my big thumb was in the way there when I switched over. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Here we are. It is Wednesday, August 2nd. Can you believe we're into August? And today actually is going to be our 5th Sizzlin Summer Challenge. So we're over the halfway mark now. So I tell you, it's going fast. Summer always goes so fast. Why does winter go slow and summer goes fast? I don't know. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. If we haven't met before, my name is Noreen Smith. I am the Product Development Creative Manager here at Creative Memories. And every Wednesday, I am the lucky one who gets to spend some time with you guys doing some fast and fun projects. And of course, we are here on the Creative Memories Facebook virtual crop group, as well as on the Creative Memories YouTube channel. So again, hello to everybody on both platforms, and make sure that you are subscribed and you follow both platforms because different things happen on both platforms. I'm seeing tons and tons and tons of friends coming in today from all over the place. Hello, everyone. Oh, it's going fast and furious there. I'm catching a few places: Connecticut, Puerto Rico, Northern Michigan, South Carolina, Ontario. They're flying by my screen here. SC. I'm not sure if that's South Carolina or Southern California, but hello to everyone. Nebraska's here, Illinois. I saw some Australians say hello, and a couple of Canadian friends. So I'm waiting for more representation from our Canucks, from our gals up here in Canada. So hello to everyone. It's always so much fun to be with you, and especially during this fun Sizzlin Summer Challenge that we've had going on. So I am excited for today's challenge, but of course I have to remind you of what we did last week and talk about the winners. So I can't believe how many different interpretations there were of circles. I wrote some of them down here. You guys had so many going on. My head was just spinning with all the circles. There were so many clever ideas. We had sports balls. There was photo frames. Sunshine, those kinds of things. Dot tip circles. I loved the dot tip circles. So people had drawn or traced around circles using our dot tip pens. So they are always so much fun with their juicy dot tip. So if you don't have any of the dot tip pens, make sure you are following along so that you know the next time Creative Memories releases some. So that was fun. Pumpkins. A certain mouse who has quite large ears that are kind of circular. We saw lots of those. Bubbles, ornaments like Christmas ornaments, lots of different types of flowers and bugs and critters. Those were awesome. And I think some folks are thinking ahead to fall because I saw lots of pumpkins too and some Halloween themes. So there was so much fun. I loved all of them. You guys were so creative in how you interpreted the round and round challenge and incorporating, a variety. Lots of people had way more than the 5 different sizes of circles that we asked for. So congratulations. So the winners, I'm just going to announce here in a second, but just a reminder of the prize for last week. The prize was the fabulous circle cutter, plus the cutting mat that goes along with it, 13 by 13 inch custom cutting system mat. Or the circle punch, super versatile, must have. You need one of those in your craft toolbox. And the lovely circle lattice recipe template. So congratulations to, and oh boy, I've been practicing these names, Amanda Bertolio and Don Giovacchino or De Giovacchino. I'm not too sure. My Italian is very rusty, so not that I speak it really well, but congratulations to Amanda and Dawn, and apologies if I mispronounced your name. And just a reminder that someone from home office will be reaching out to Amanda and Dawn, probably Nicole or Sonia. So watch for an email from them, and you will get to pick your choice of the 2 prizes. So I'll be talking about this week's challenge and this week's prizes in just a minute. But I actually wanted to take just 1 or 2 minutes to talk about all the phenomenal things that have just come out. So we just had a launch day, and it is a birthday bonanza. So I'm gonna switch you over to my table here and just talk really quickly about a couple of the things that have come out in the last few days, because these are some of the products that I'm going to be working with today. So if you didn't know that there was a launch, you might be looking at those saying, well, I've never seen those before. What is she using? So we have the Birthday Bonanza, a beautiful paper pack with all of these gorgeous colors and tones, all the tonal patterns, and then on the back, so many fun, bright hero patterns. So that is a super fun collection. And of course, we've got the stickers with great icons and word art and borders. Some really fun Birthday Bonanza embellishments. Let me see if I can get one. They actually have a UV spot treatment on them. So there's like a shiny coating on some of these that you'll be able to see. So that makes them really fun and bright and really easy to use. And I love the little sort of enamel embellishments here with the little dots as well as the puffy balloons. And then of course we have the mat pack. Wouldn't be complete collection without a mat pack. Love those for journaling, for cutting out things, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And then we have two fantastic new tools. So speaking of balloons, we've got the new Balloons and Stars Decorative Border Punch. And I love how it looks like these puffy shaped balloons, the star shaped balloons. And then we've got probably one of the most versatile border maker cartridges. This is Confetti. So just imagine how many different ways you're going to be able to use that punch. So I just have a couple of scraps here that I was using earlier, but you can see that it's a punch out style of punch, and you're going to get a ton of confetti. So I would recommend having a little plastic bag or a zip sandwich bag, and make sure that you're saving all that wonderful little confetti that gets punched out, little stars and confetti pieces. So that is super, super fun. And again, sort of a combination of an edge punch and a punch out style. You get all the pieces, it punches along the edge, and then if you want to have a strip, just give it a little cut from the paper. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go. But so a fantastic birthday collection. Just throw out here that the new birthday album, I'm sorry, the reflection of my camera always gets in the way there when it's shrink wrapped, but you can see that gorgeous sort of sparkler burst on the poppy blue album. So a fantastic collection. So we're going to be using some of these today. And I also wanted to point out that, of course, with the new month, we've got some new deals. So you'll always want to remember to go and check the deals tab on your website, whether you're in Canada, US, or Australia, and also the promos, because you don't want to miss the promo that is on right now. So last year, last spring, when we brought out the larger size silicone mat, it was such a hit that we decided that we had to do it in a smaller format that's going to be perfect for your borders. So this is the 13 by 5 inch silicone border mat. Isn't that just a great size? And of course, it's got the kind of signature CM little tab, or I don't know what you would call it, just to kind of, roll it up and fasten it. So it's so nice and easy to put in your bag. You're going to want to take this to your crops, and it's a perfect size for any time you are working with your borders. So I've got one of my little borders there, and here's a punched out border of, don't rip it, Noreen. There's the balloon and stars. So anytime you're working with your little borders and you want to use your repositionable adhesive, this is absolutely perfect. Just flip it around, and as you're adhering your repositionable adhesive, this does not stick to the silicone. So you don't have to worry about cleanup. Now I'm, kind of a messy crafter, And anytime, you know, that I get any repositionable adhesive on my 13 by 13 inch cutting mat, I just rub it away with my finger. You know, the little dots just rub right off, and I just kind of brush it away like eraser shavings. But with the silicone mats, you don't even get anything stuck. So that was the repositionable. Let me grab my regular tape runner. So you see, it doesn't even stick. Okay, it will stay on the carrier backing here, and then you can go over to a piece of paper and just, you know, kind of press it down and use anything that is still on the carrier. So you definitely want to have this little silicone border mat, because it's perfect for when you're working with any kind of borders. And of course, we've got a couple of punch borders here, but the promo involves laser cut borders. So you'll want to check your website for all of the qualifying laser borders that will help you earn your own 13 by 5 inch border, silicone border mat. Okay, so you'll see me using that today. I'll try not to be messy today, but we're going to play around with one of my favorite, just getting rid of everything here, one of my favorite tools, and you've heard me talk about it before. You've seen us play with it before. We've made, of course, we've made tags for gifts. We've made favors for Valentine's Day and Christmas and Halloween and Easter. We've folded it and we've used it as an interactive, little flipped out element in our scrapbook pages. And of course, it's the perfect base for embellishment clusters and journaling. It is the 3-in-1 Bevel Tag Punch. And it's called 3-in-1 because you can see on the picture that it will make 1-inch tags, 2-inch tags, and 2.5-inch tags. And the little lines that you see will give you an idea of the shape of each of the tags. So it is super versatile. It, like sort of what I was saying about the circle punch, it's really a must-have. I absolutely love it, and I would not get rid of it for any money, okay? So if you don't already have this, you might want to go over and check the deals, the fast and fun deals right now, because when you buy a tag punch, you're going to get some free cardstock, because we can all use cardstock. And you've got some choices. When you buy your 3-in-1 Bevel Tag Punch on the Fast and Fun deals, you can either choose the NSD sampler, which had dark green, Kelly green, Island Waters, Canary, and Baby Blue. So you get 2 sheets of each of those. Or you can choose 10 packs of dark sea green, purple ice, or the soft pink. And the reason that we chose these is because a lot of these colors go with birthday bonanza. So you'll want to, buy as many of the tag punch as you need and get free cardstock. So again, check your website, Australia, Canada, or the United States website for Creative Memories. All of the links are above the video if you're watching on Facebook, or below the video if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, so let me put that out of the way. So we are going to, we could do so many things with the tag punch, but we are actually going to use it really as a design element, as a shape on our layout. Very much like we would a circle, a square, a hexagon. And I've got a little sketch for you. And I'm sorry, it's not a handout, but I will be uploading the photos for you. And it really takes advantage of the fact that our 2-inch version of the tags can be kind of used almost like a border when you spread them across your page. So for every 2, it'll, kind of line up with a 4x6 photo. So super fast and easy to create this particular layout. 6 2-inch by 3-inch tags. We've got a couple more up here. Again, 2-inch by 3-inch. And then this one is just slightly offset. And then 3 4x6 photos. So I've got an example of that here for you. And let's just talk about what I've done to the tags, and then we're going to create another version of this layout using some cardstock for our tags. Okay, so I've gone ahead and all of those beautiful tonal patterns from the Birthday Bonanza, all 6 of them, I went ahead and punched a 2-inch by 3-inch tag from, and basically just lined them up across the bottom of the page. Then I took some of the great little embellishments, and in the embellishment pack, you actually get die cut letters that will spell out happy birthday. So I didn't have enough I didn't have enough tags to spell out happy birthday, but I thought it'd be fun to spell out happy. And then I actually used the I to make the exclamation point here. So I pulled out my letters, and then I just kind of decorated each tag with some of the die cuts. And also, here's where you can see some of that fun little confetti. So all of these little stars and the little confetti pieces are the punched out shapes from the Confetti Border Maker cartridge. So it's two in one deal there. And I just wanted to point out that I did use this confetti paper as my background, but because it's a little busy, I did add a couple of strips of white cardstock just to kind of create a border by on top and below the photos. And I can use this little white strip here for my journaling. So a really easy take on a really easy sketch. And this is the sketch that you're going to be using this week if you choose. Now, again, I know every week people want to make sure that they are following the rules of each challenge, but I have to tell you that we're pretty open. We want you to be creative. So the challenge really for this week is to use tags and or use the sketch. So you can create a layout just like it's shown here. You can use 6 tags. You can punch tags if you have the older and different versions of our tag punch. This was the original one. You can see it has a little bit more of like a scalloped edge. You can use that. Old Co-Creative Memories also had a tag punch. You can create tags by having, just a strip of paper and then rounding the corners with your corner rounder or notching them. This is a 2-way corner rounder, of course, so you can round them or notch them. Or you can even just, cut off a little snip, a little diagonal snip on the corner. So tags are really easy to make. And as long as you use tags or follow the sketch in some way, maybe you're going to create a border here instead of tags if you don't have a tag maker or you don't want to cut out tags. If you followed the sketch and had some other kind of border or even just 2 by 3 inch rectangles along the bottom, that would work too. So again, I hope, I never want to cause anybody stress. And I know for some people it's stressful to follow the rules, and for some people it's stressful not to follow the rules. So please feel free to adapt your version of the challenge as you want to, either using tags and or the sketch. Okay, so hopefully that clears it up, and I hope that alleviates some stress for you all. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about our tags, and let's make some tags, and let's kind of redo this layout with some different tags. So I want to talk a little bit about using the punch and the Border Maker cartridge to make some tags. And I did show you a couple of examples there. Now I've put repositionable adhesive on the back of one of them. They were sticking together. So I did show you a couple of examples of those things punched out. I'll put them on some white cardstock here so you can see them a bit better. And I've also created a few different little tags just to show you what you could do with them. So let's start with one with the Border Maker cartridge. So all this was a 2-inch strip of paper with the border, punched border adhered down the center, and then I just punched it and trimmed it to the right size. So you get a really fun little look there. Super, super easy. Similarly, let's see if I've got another one here the same size. same kind of idea. Okay, this is also a little 2x3 tag, and I've just, instead of the Border Maker cartridge, the confetti border, I've done the stars and balloon and stars, and then just adhered it and punched it. So you get a, kind of the same look, but you can see that one is a little bit more linear and one is kind of more of a zigzag and kind of a fun sort of shape. Then of course you can go ahead and layer them up. So here's, I think this is actually 4 inches. Yeah, because I wanted to get 2 layers of the border, the confetti border strips. So I just took a 2-inch by 4-inch piece of cardstock and I just adhered strips across, and again just went ahead, slipped it inside and punched it. So that's really fun. And then the last one, this one's probably my favorite. I did make it a little bit bigger because I wanted more of these larger shapes to show. So this is a 2.5. You can see the difference in the style. So this is a 2-inch and this is a 2.5-inch tag, both made with the Bevel 3-in-1 Bevel Tag Punch. And then I just placed the balloon and stars kind of at, different sort of angles just across in a couple of different colors. And then I just trimmed off the extra with my scissors. Okay, so you can make some really fun little tags just with your punches and your tag maker. So cardstock, a little bit of designer paper for some interest, and then just put them into the tag punch. Okay, so those are some ideas if you're looking to make tags for, gifts or just as little embellishments. But let's go ahead and cut and punch some tags and recreate this layout with some cardstock. So I'm going to use, I love this pattern. I'm going to use this balloon and stars. I guess they're balloon stars, right? It's all balloons, but some of the balloons are hearts, some of the balloons are stars, some of them are regular balloons. And we've got deep sea green, we've got the purple, we've got blue, we've got canary yellow, we've got the Kelly green. So all great cardstock colors. And again, if you didn't realize, you'll always find some of the suggested coordinating cardstock colors now shown right on your paper pack insert. So we've been doing that since the middle of spring with Sweet Summer. So you'll always be able to figure out. Now this one also looks great with eggplant, okay? And we've got Kelly green, navy, dark sea green, purple ice, and soft pink. It also looks good with the blue and with the eggplant. So again, we've got room for 5 on here. Sometimes there's more. So let's go ahead and punch. I've got the teal green, the teal blue balloon and stars, and I've got the yellow. So let's do a couple other ones here. So I've got some other scraps. Let's do a navy kind of polka dots. Kind of a polka dot, purpley navy polka dot. Let's do one of the balloon and stars. And then we'll do a pink border. Let me get my stuff out of the way here. Okay, so if you have not used the border punches, you just unlock it here with the mechanism at the back, and that releases the punch mechanism. And then you'll see 2 lines on the front of the punch. You're going to slide your paper in from either direction and stop when the edge gets to that line. That's where you start from. So I like to slide in this way. I can see from where I'm standing that that's where the little line is. Hold it firmly against this little back lip with your other hand. And then just go ahead and punch. And then you're going to move the punched paper along until the punched paper shape matches with the shape that's printed on the base plate of the punch. Okay, so that looks good. And we just keep on moving it. So once you kind of figure out how that works, it's really easy. Just take your time. Make sure the paper stays at the back of the punch, and you'll get a great punched shape. Okay, and just clear off your debris and wait till you see the debris from the confetti. It's so much fun. So let's do the pink with the Confetti Border Maker cartridge. So we just take our cartridge, we put it with the teeth out into the punch holder, and that again kind of creates the punch mechanism. And when you take the paper guide, you flip it over and pull out the gray paper holder. Lift up the magnetic arm and put your paper in until the corners of your paper go into the corners of your paper tray. And then the paper tray itself folds back and out of the way. Now these little teeth on the cartridge are going to lock into place with the little notches on the back side of the Border Maker paper guide. So we're just going to insert our paper in between here, and we'll feel it sort of lock together. You'll feel it so that it won't move anymore. Go ahead and punch. Move it along until it locks again. And there are some little marks that you can see kind of as visual guides as well. But again, once you feel the locking connection, you'll be able to move that along really fast. All right, so here's all that lovely little confetti. All right, so again, like I said, get yourself a little baggie and make sure you save that because it's going to be so much fun to play with. And then we just need to trim this off. So again, this is really fun because you can, put that onto a piece of paper and have something show up underneath, or we're going to go ahead and trim it off. Where's my trimmer? Good grief. Crash bang. And ideally, if you've punched a nice even row here, you're going to want to trim it at 1 1/8. So 1 and then basically 2 notches past the 1 is 1 1/8. And you'll get a really nice even border strip. Okay? All right, so now we've got a couple of borders punched. Let's punch a couple of tags now. Where's my cardstock? Let's see. I think I would like to, I'm going to choose 3, and then I'm going to punch 2 tags from each of the 3 colors. So I'm going to choose, I love the Kelly. I like the Island Waters, but I think I might go for that's pretty, I like that. Maybe the teal, dark sea green, purple ice. I think I like these 3. The Kelly green, I'm going to put the purple in between, and then the dark sea green. So I'm going to cut 2 tags from each of those, cut and punch 2 tags from each of these 3 colors, and we'll add them across the bottom of our page. So let me cut a 2-inch strip. If you've got some scraps, of course, that's always great. Isn't it fantastic that you just need a little 2-inch strip for these tags? And again, I could have used the eggplant as well, but the dark sea green, the purple ice, and the soft pink, as well as the NSD sampler that has the Kelly green in it, along with some other beautiful colors, those are your choices for your free cardstock pack when you purchase the tag maker. All right, so there we go. I've got just 2-inch strips. Let's make some tags. So you can see on the bottom of the tag maker, the tag punch, there's kind of these little channels. So if you were making a 1-inch tag, it's going to go in that lowest channel. The 2-inch tag will kind of span across. And then if you're putting in 2.5-inch strips of cardstock or paper, it'll go the entire way across. So let's just go ahead and make these really quick. So I'm punching first, and then I'm going to trim, because I want if I started with a 2-inch by 3-inch piece of paper, my tag would be a little bit shorter than 3 inches. So I'm going to punch first and then cut. This won't take very long, just a bit repetitive to watch. So there's 1, 2, Oh, that's going to be nice. I like the color combination that I'm seeing there already. Okay, and 3. And then let's go ahead and punch our second tag of each color. And 3. All right, so we're done with our tag punching for now. Let's just trim these down. And although, you know, these are going to be more solid shapes, in order to adhere them to my page, I am going to use repositionable adhesive so that I can get right up around the little hole that gets punched out. All right, let's put that down. All right, so where's my little border? There it is. As everything else falls down. Did you hear that? So I'm just going to go over and I go right over the hole. And when I lift it up, there's absolutely no repositionable adhesive that got stuck there. It stayed on the carrier. And if you're, you know, really frugal like me, you probably want to go back and kind of unravel. What I do is I take this off and I kind of unravel it. So when I get to the end, I'll just sort of take my little scissors and snip that. And then I can actually get a little bit more adhesive out of it because there's still some little dots of adhesive stuck on the backing. So I'll just get these on really quick. I'm just taking care more to keep the kind of the shoulders of the tags even, as opposed to the bottom, because I can always trim off the bottom if I need to. So you can see that one's a little bit angled. All right, this is going to go pretty fast here. So I really love my 12-inch silicone mat. So I was really, really excited to get my little smaller 13.5 or 13 by 5 because it just is going to be such a nice handy thing to take with me. Okay, so you can see that maybe I trimmed my paper, my 2-inch strips, maybe just a little bit short because I've got a little bit of paper left over there. That's the beauty of our 12-inch trimmer. You can literally get those little slivers. And I often will say I'm just giving my paper a little haircut there. So it just takes off just that tiny bit that I need to make it even. And I could go on the back there too. It looks like I got a little bit of an angle. So I'll fix that up a little bit later. But there's my tag border. And I don't have photos, but I did cut. And of course now where did they go? Maybe they fell down. Things are always falling on me, you guys. I have a nice big scrapbook desk, but it never seems big enough. Okay, let me just attach this again so it's not moving around. So it's just a little sliver less than 12 now. All right, so and then my 4x6 photos, in the sketch, they just sort of butt up against the top edges of the tags. Now you can do whatever you like. You can slide them underneath. I used that repositionable adhesive, remember? So you can slide them underneath just so that the top edge of the, the bottom edge of the photo is just covered by the top edge of the tag. Or you can kind of slide them all the way down so that they meet the top edge, that kind of shoulder of the tag. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you do slide that down, this is going to be just a little bit more than 3 inches. So when you go to punch your next tag, maybe I'm going to do the teal, okay, and dark sea green officially is the name, and the purple ice. I'm going to leave them long so I can figure out how I want to add those in there, okay? But if you just have your photos just balancing kind of at the top edge of the tags, you'll see a little bit of that fun paper underneath, and then of course you can do a shorter tag up top. Okay, so again, totally up to you. So you're going to get your 3 photos down, 2 more tags at the top, and you're done. That's really the layout, right? 6 2x3 tags, and then 2 more tags up here that might be a little bit different in length. So here you can go ahead and, decorate it by adding a border strip all the way across. And again, that would really kind of connect everything. You could, of course, add your balloons and stars. That is so fun. I really like the look of that, especially because we've got the balloons and stars back as the base page, basically. Okay, I keep moving around here. So I think that's probably what I would do, but you can also choose, any of your border stickers. Those could go across. It'd be fun to have that little border of all of the candles or the bursts. So that could go all the way across your tag border. And then really the tags just kind of act as a base, and they just provide some nice visual interest. Or you can decorate each one. So we could take some stickers and then just kind of put contrasting stickers onto each of the tags. And that's where, of course, we can play around with our, here's another one of those kind of fan sort of folded. But that's where we can play around. Maybe this one would actually be a good one for journaling. So maybe I'll actually move this over here. I can overlap them. I can move them around. I don't want a cupcake. I think I want some balloons. I like the balloons because that will give it some movement, and it'll kind of carry over from the tag onto the photos. So we could do that. We could have some presents. So again, you can do whatever you like on your tags. Maybe I'm going to do something like that. Do my journaling here, and then I can have either some of these smaller sprinkle sort of stickers, or I could use my confetti that we talked about to decorate all of those tags. So again, just as a reminder, each one of these tags was sort of decorated slightly differently, just kind of in that really sort of whimsical way. But again, you can certainly overlap things. Don't feel like you have to keep everything just on that tag. You can treat it as a whole sort of border. And then up here at the top, find one of the title sentiment stickers or one of the beautiful embellishment title stickers. And again, whatever kind of works. So maybe we've got balloons and presents. So let me see. Little cake, a lot of fun. You take the cake, eat cake, and celebrate. Lots of cake stuff. Maybe I should have used a cake embellishment down there. So much fun, memories, that kind of thing. So maybe I'm going to do that. I'm going to repeat some of the colors that I have there, and I can just use those 2 tags at the top again for kind of a base for my title embellishment cluster. And then depending on, again, if you have a solid tag, you can do your journaling there. If you have more decorative tags, you can add a little bit of white cardstock just so that you can do some journaling there. Again, wherever you decide it's going to work for you. So I think that would be fun there. Memories, so much fun, something like that. All right. So I will go ahead and kind of finish this off with a variety of the stickers and embellishments, which I think were one of the things that fell on the floor because I'm a messy crafter. But I'll go ahead and finish this off, and I will post both of these pictures as well as the image of the sketch with the little tag measurement. Okay, so look for those in the comments a little bit later on this evening, and you'll be able to either use the sketch, copy the tags, or again, if you just want to play with your tag makers, come up with a whole different idea using your tags. It is totally up to you and totally up to whatever's going to work for your layout. Okay, so again, the challenge is to use tags and or the sketch challenge. You do not have to do both. As long as you do one or the other or both, you are going to be just fine, okay? So don't stress about that. I don't want anybody losing sleep over whether they've done the challenge right. We just want you to have fun with it. We want you to play with the products. And I always want to give you ideas for how to use our amazing Creative Memories products, okay? All right. So I think that's it for me. A little bit shorter today, just because, again, this is such a fast and easy layout. And you could see when, just before I switched my view, you could definitely do it as a 2-page spread with 12 tags along the bottom of a 2-page spread. So easy peasy and so much fun. So tag, you are it now. Remember our summer games when we were kids, Red Rover, tag, kick the can. Tag, you're it now. All right. Well, I just want to review then the Fast and Fun deal and the prizes. So I'm going to just put up this slide here. So this is your choice of prizes for challenge number 5. You'll be able to choose either the 3-in-1 Bevel Tag Punch and the Cardstock bundle, or you can choose your choice of paper pack, embellishment pack, sticker pack, and cardstock pack. So if you're not keen on the selection that's already in the bundle, you can choose your own. And then don't forget that the Fast and Fun deal kind of reflected in that first graphic there. When you purchase the tag 3-in-1 Bevel Tag Punch, you get your choice of the cardstock free. So either the NSD sampler pack, which you see has dark green, Island Waters, blue, canary, and Kelly green, or the 10-pack of dark sea green, purple ice, or soft pink. So those are the that's the Fast and Fun deal that is available now on your country's Creative Memories website. So again, check the links above if you're on Facebook and the links below if you are on YouTube. And the Fast and Fun deal only runs until Friday at noon CT. It's fast, it's fun, and then it's over and we're on to the next thing. So if you haven't already purchased your birthday Bonanza products, you might want to think about those. You definitely want to consider which of the laser borders you want so that you can earn your own 13x5 silicone mat. Love it. Nothing sticks to it. Roll it up. Perfect size for borders. And stock up on your repositionable adhesive as well. Okay? So definitely take a look at all of the deals that are on your Creative Memories website. If you are shopping with your advisor, make sure you see your advisor's little picture up in the corner. Or, of course, you can shop on kind of with the home office at the regular .com, .ca, or au.com. Okay? All right. So next week, let me make sure I'm always checking my list for you guys. I don't want to forget anything. So again, remember Fast and Fun deals. Remember the deals in general, the promo with the borders and the silicone mat, and of course, Birthday Bonanza. Next week, I want to give you a bit of a hint for next week. Okay, because next week we're actually going to do something that has also been very highly requested over the last 6 months. Yes, we are going to do a 12x12 fast album formula. So of course you don't know what that's going to look like quite yet, but I want you to be prepped for it. Okay, so if you're making a purchase today, you might want to think about which designer paper pack you want to use for an album. You're going to need one designer paper pack and whatever coordinating embellishments you want, and then it's going to make 16 pages. Okay, so you'll want to have either 16 pieces of cardstock if you scrapbook in the top loading sleeves, or a package of album refill pages. And if you have those, we're going to have a great time completing an entire 12x12 album, 16 spreads, and I'm going to show you how to do it in about an hour. Okay, so it's going to be a good time. Don't miss it. And of course, don't forget to get your challenge posted by midnight, 11:59 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday, August 8th, and then join me on Wednesday, August 9th for our 12 by 12 fast album formula. Now, I told you that I wasn't going to give you any hints for challenges, but I want you to be prepared for that one. So, because it's going to be great. So I know you're going to get, I think you're going to enjoy it. And I know you're going to get a lot of use out of the 12 by 12 fast album formula. So it's going to be a good one. Okay. Awesome. Yes. Time to play. So cute. That sounds fun. And you're so, so welcome. So I will, after I finish here, I will finish up my little extra sample layout, post that, the previous one, and the sketch a little bit later. Give me an hour or so to get that posted up in the comments on the Facebook group. So again, that's another reason for you YouTube watchers, make sure you're over in the Facebook group because I can't add pictures to the comments on YouTube. So we can only add pictures in Facebook. And of course, that's where you're going to see everybody sharing their inspiration. So I know some people don't love Facebook, but that's where the action happens. So we hope that you will also join us over on Facebook. And again, similarly, if you're looking for a specific video, head over to the YouTube channel because it's sometimes easier to find a specific video there than scrolling through Facebook. So there's benefits to both, and that's why you need to be a member of both. That's why you need to subscribe and follow on both platforms. I say it every week, but it's true. I would never lie to you. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week, and I can't wait to see all of your Tag Your It layouts this week. All right, have fun with it, and have a great week. See you next week. Bye for now.